football over the 40, over the 35, all the way down to the 31-yard line is Aaron Pickett, a senior, 5'11", 205-pounder, and I think that's his first carry of the night. But a good first down carry. The Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10 as they will move the sticks. Ball at the 31, a gain of 11 on the play. And again, the Blue Devils are moving toward a score, but they trail 14-0, and they need to get one here. Blue Devils will set them down. They virtually put an 8-man up on the line, thinking they're not going to run it. Here's Ligon, breaks one tackle, dives inside the 30, and he's going to be stopped at about inside the 32-yard line, or beg your pardon, inside the 27-yard line, almost down to the 26-yard line. It's going to be a gain of about 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Ligon comes out. Orlando Easter returns to the lineup for the Blue Devils. Easter will be the fullback. Aaron Pickett at the wing. Aaron Pickett at the halfback. Stephen at the wing.
2nd down and 6 for the Blue Devils. Handoff, second man. Had a hole, but boy, did they close it. But he breaks a tackle, slides inside the 25, inside the 19, down to the 18-yard line. Guys, that was a good run. He was hit hard at about the line of scrimmage, and second effort pushed him on down there. Aaron Pickett, a good run by Pickett that time to pick up the yardage.
David Marshall comes into the game at an offensive line spot. Bubba Ligon returns. Lebanon going with an oversized backfield. 2 fullbacks. Jerob Coggins will dot the I at the tailback. Lebanon in their big boys set.
We're almost looking at a reverse wishbone here. Handoff, second man through, and Lebanon jumped. That would have been a touchdown, I think, but the left side of the Lebanon line moved. I don't know if that's what they caught or not, but I did see movement on the left side of the line. And it is. It'll be a legal procedure for Lebanon, as the left guard or the left tackle one jumped the count just a hair.
Lebanon in that big boy set. They put in an extra offensive lineman. They put Davy Marshall in there. They line up in the power I, overset to the right. And they've got 2 fullbacks in the backfield along with Jerob Coggins at the tailback. So 2 big mashers in Easter and Ligon. Coggins dots the I at the tailback spot.
Here's the count. 3rd down now and 7. And they pitch it to Coggins. Coggins got a little hole. Slashes inside the 20 down to, inside the 25 down to the 23. And it's going to bring up 4th and kind of short. Let's see where they move it to. It's going to be about a 4th and, 4th and a yard and a half.
HuntersLane returns the favor, and they bring a big lineman into the game. John Young, 267-pound junior. Lebanon stays in that power I.
Lebanon, big 4th down play, 4th and 2. Long count by Lassiter, and they give it to the second man and drive it, and I think he has it. He had to go inside the 21, and I think he did. It's going to be close, but I think he has that first down. And he thinks he has that first down. Jerob Coggins carrying the mail for the Blue Devils. But we're going to have a measurement.
John, what does it look like? What does it look like to you?
From here, Tommy, it looks like we got it by half a football. But once they bring those chains out and stretch them, who can tell? But we got a good spot, I thought. The initial spot, then they moved it back a little bit. It's going to be tight. It's going to be close. They're pulling it tight. We got it by a foot. 1st and 10, Blue Devils.
Well, Lebanon gambled and made it. They've got a 1st and 10 now at the 21-yard line.
But I don't know how much a gamble that is when you're 0-2 and you're down 14-0 in the first quarter. You got to go, and Lebanon's got to pull out some stops right here to try to get this game back.
Well, look at the positive. We did overcome a 5-yard penalty in that drive also. First quarter running out. Probably the last play of the first quarter. Lebanon is set. Everybody in tight. Second man through and roaring over the 20. Inside the 18 to the 17-yard line is Bubba Ligon. And that may be the last play of the quarter. Robertson is on the stop for HuntersLane. And Robertson is one of the big guys, 5'10", 190-pound senior. 3-yard gain by Bubba Ligon. And evidently they're going to try to get another play up. Ball at the 17 of HuntersLane. Lebanon driving. They'll have to hurry if they get it off. Handoff, second man had a hole. Spins inside the 15, down inside the 10, over the 8, down to the 7-yard line, and I think they're going to give him only the 8. But a great run by Coggins, Gerard Coggins, and Lebanon knocking on the door as the quarter ends. At the end of the first, Hunters Lane 14, Blue Devils nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
This one tonight as Lebanon and Hunters Lane locked up in a week 3 battle. Next week Lebanon will be at home against Smyrna. Next week Hunters Lane goes on the road to Dixon County. Lebanon trails by a score of 14-0 here as we're ready to start the second quarter of action. Lebanon and Hunters Lane. Go ahead, Clyde.
Blue Devils will have first and goal. The football is at the Warriors' 8-yard line. And Lebanon going with all that power in the backfield again. That's been working for them, so evidently they're going to stay with it. Everybody in tight. They're not using a wideout. 2 fullbacks in the game, and Coggins is the tailback. Lassiter underneath, going to roll to the near side. Lassiter going to keep. He's at the 10, knocked out of bounds, close to the 5. They're only going to give him the 6, but he got 2 yards. Making the save for Sterling Jenkins, the quarterback on offense, safety on defense, over to make the stop, along with Hamilton for Hunters Lane. As Lassiter on a rollout, kept it for 2, got down to the 6-yard line. Second down and goal from the 6. Lebanon again with the power in, and they give it to Coggins, and there's nowhere to run. Hunters Lane all over him. He got back to the line of scrimmage, might have got a half yard on the carry. Not a whole lot as Coggins stuck his head in there, and Hunters Lane had that one sniffed out. Boy, they got that middle jammed.
Lebanon with the unbalanced look to the right side. Only a guard and a tight end to the left of Michael Roberts in the center. Aaron Pickett comes in, and he will be the tailback now in this big boy set.
Again, 2 fullbacks, Ligon and Easter. Lassiter's your quarterback, and Pickett is the tailback. And they give it to Pickett. He's over the 5, and Pickett's in the end zone. Drives over the 5 and squirts in the end zone. Aaron Pickett running hard. Carries it all the way in for the Blue Devils, and they fight and get back in this ball game. It's now 14-6, and the Blue Devils will have the extra point try, and John, you'll have the call.
Thank you, Clyde. It's almost like the train that thought he could, and they finally did and had to in this first half of this Blue Devil contest against Hunters Lane. Ryan Stevens in to attempt the point after the holder, number 4, the quarterback, Matt Lassiter. Lassiter calling for the ball, setting Stevens ready. The snap is called for. It's back. It's a bad snap. It's a one-hopper. Lassiter fields it because of his good hands. Stevens gets a good solid kick on the ball. It goes through the uprights to score now. 7-14. Blue Devils down by 7. 11 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the first half of play. This sideline report is brought to you by Rose Tire Company on South Maple Street, where you get 90 days, same as cash. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5 and 7 to 12 on Saturdays. Go by and see them tomorrow. Give Jake a try before you buy. We'll take it back to the station for this 30-second break.
Pickett scoring the touchdown on a 6-yard run. Ryan Stevens kicks the extra point. So with 11 minutes, 11 seconds left in the second quarter, the score is now Hunters Lane 14, Lebanon 7.
And the Blue Devils now getting set to kick off. Stevens will do the kicking. Jolly is the deep man.
Jolly and Engel are deep to receive. Stevens will be set to kick off.
Along with Engel. And that's not Engel, that's Hamilton. He's wearing, I beg your pardon, it is Engel. Quincy Engel with 48, Hamilton wearing 42. And I'm having trouble getting those two separated. About the same size kids out there, but it is Engel. But Jolly's the deep man in the middle. He'll stand at about the 7-yard line. And Lebanon getting ready to kick from the hash mark on the far side, kicking from your left to right. from south to north. Here's a long, high, deep kick. Engel is going to take it at the 5. Engel to the 10, to the 15. Got a big hold to the 20. Out to the 25. Broke free for an instant. Then a Blue Devil got him. At about the 26, maybe the 27-yard line, Trent Thomas makes the stop for the Blue.
Terry, what about that return?
Tommy, from the 5, Engel's tackle looks like at the 27, so that's a 22-yard return by Engel.
And they're in business at their own 27-yard line. Now it's up to the Blue Devil defense to keep them hemmed up on their end of the field and get that football back and tie this score. Blue Devils have fought back and got into the ball game. It's now 14-7. Here comes Jolly to the near side, broke a tackle, then hit hard as he crosses the 30 out to the 31-yard line. And Lebanon dangerously close to getting a piling on there.
Nice pursuit by Jamila Kaysen, defensive end on the near side. Trent Thomas was trying to let him know the play was coming his way. Chris Britton did a good job of taking on the lead blocker, and Britton helped make that play go.
Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. Sterling Jenkins, the quarterback, 6'1", 183-pound junior, sets him down. Long count, quick handoff to his fullback, and he hit hard at the line of scrimmage. And boy, did Ligon unload on Hamilton at the 30-yard line, and he winds up back at the 26, but they'll give him the line of scrimmage. But Bubba Ligon really popped one on Darius Hamilton, the fullback.
Hit him right in the mouth as he took the football on the dive play. Bubba read it perfectly, makes the play right in the hole. Excellent job by Bubba Ligon. It shows you, here's a kid who was one of the top 2 tacklers in Middle Tennessee last year.
3rd and long now, 3rd down and 7. They lost a yard, and Jenkins will set him down in a passing situation. Let's see what they do. Man in motion coming to the near side. Jenkins going to give it to Engel, and Engel's got big running room. Tripped up after he goes over the 35, over the 40. They'll trip him at the 40, and he'll fall out to the 42-yard line and pick up a big 1st down.
Lassiter on the tackle as they ran the inside trap for the 1st down yardage. Terry, nice little run from scrimmage by Hunters Lane.
Tommy, from the 31, he's tackled just outside the 42, so on a 3rd and 8, Engel picks up 11 and a 1st down for Hunters Lane.
And had Lassiter not got a shoestring, he would have been gone. 14-7. 1st and 10 for Hunters Lane. That may be their first down of the night. Jenkins, handoff to his fullback. Broke one tackle, breaks another, crosses the 45, squirms out over the 47 to the 48-yard line. It's going to be a run of about 6 yards on the play by the big guy, Darius Hamilton, who came to the near side that time. I think he's trying to stay away from Bubba Ligon on the far side.
Orlando Easter had a good shot at him and let him slip through. Coggins had to come up and make the play now. 2nd down.
2nd down and 4. Ball at the 48-yard line, just outside the Warrior 48. Engel is in motion, but they give it to Hamilton. He's near 1st down yardage and still fighting for it. It's going to be awfully close. He crossed the 50, down over the 49, made the 48-yard line, and that is where they'll mark it. But he had to go a little bit inside the 48 for the 1st down. It may bring up a 3rd and very short. I think they're going to measure. I don't think he has it, but it's going to be close. They'll bring the change. What do you think, guys?
It looks like he may have it from here. John, what do you think?
Having to squat down in front of the coaches, get it out of their way, Tommy. It's going to have it by about a foot, it looks like. No, by the nose of the football. They're going to give it to him. 1st and 10, Hunters Lane.
Boy, that's about as close as it can be. About as close as you can get, just barely, but he got it.
Terry Stafford Hamilton is the man for Hunters Lane. What about his numbers tonight?
Tommy, with that 4-yard pickup, Hamilton now 5 carries, 11 yards.
Blue Devils have had Hamilton's number pretty good. Engel and Jolly has been the killers along with the quarterback Jenkins here in the 1st half. 8:14 to play before halftime. Hunters Lane leading 14. They give it to Engel. Engel this time gets nothing. Engel got back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Lebanon really jamming that up in there.
No gain on the play.
Edric Burns and Bubba Ligon. Michael Robertson gets off the pile. We've got Robertson in there at a